see, that's why I told you limits and mapping, they are very, very similar. So now look at what is the domain and the range. From the question, you can already tell that this is a domain from 0 to 100. Those are the limit, those are the independent elements that we're bringing to plug inside here. So that is a queue. The quantity has a limit 0 to 100, so you can't pass, it can't move out of 0 and it can't escape 100 either. It can't go to 101. It has to be inside 0 and 100. That is the capacity they can produce that will give this cost. This cost is the range. You get it? The domain, what they can produce, will give this cost, right? So 0 to 100 will map, or it will project, or it will image or mirror this cost. You get it? It will bring out. So whenever I put the quantity inside here, it will give us C, which is the range. That's exactly what we have been doing before. So now the question is asking us, we already have the domain now. What is the range? Very easy. So this is the domain. Now to get the range, which is the cost, what we are mapping out, that will be 150 plus 7. Let's find the first side. So just put 0 for Q, because this is, both of them are Q, but just a limit. So 0, put it inside Q, that will be 0. So if you solve this, 7 times 0 is 0, so C is 150. When Q is 0, the minimum 0, the minimum limit or the domain, when it is at 0, the range or what it will give us will be 150. At least, that's the least cost now, right? So you can see I'm using this bracket, inclusive, right? Now let us find the maximum, which is 100. So all we need to do here is just to substitute. So if I put 100 here, that will be equal to 150 plus 700, and that will be 850, right? 850. So meaning that will be 150 to 850, right? Inclusive, like this. That's the range. But you can see, if I want to remove, if I want to use exclusive, I will put this like this, meaning 150, 850 not inclusive. But this doesn't make sense, right? So I can write it like this, 851 not inclusive. So that means it starts from 150 to 850. But this will be wrong because the examiner wants to see this 850. You get, the examiner wants to see this 850. So don't remove the 850, don't remove the 150. So add everything. So what I'm saying is that just leave it like this, 850, like this, inclusive. You get, like set, group number of sets. Or another way to represent this, you can just write in set reader notation like this, that the domain, for example, let's say D is for domain. So you can put inside the domain like this, Q, such that this Q is going to be greater or equal to 0, right? So like this, greater or equal to 0, like this 0 is less than or equal to Q. So the Q starts from 0 and above. So Q is less than or equal to 0, and this Q must be less than or equal to 100. Set bracket. Makes sense, right? So the domain, you can write it like this, but I really prefer this because it's easier. Q such that 0 is less than, so it starts from 0 and above, and this Q is less than or equal to 100. So the limit is 100. Very easy. You can do this too for the range. Let's say R is range. The set, so the range such that cost, now don't forget this one is for the cost, the range is the cost such that 150 is less than or equal to the cost, and the cost has to be less than or equal to 850. Set bracket. So it starts from 150 and above. So that's it. Very easy. So here's another beautiful question. It says, y is equal to 5 plus 3x. So this is the function or the equation, and the domain. See, you can see they are giving us the domain, not like the first question. The first question, we have to figure out where the domain was ourselves. So these are our past questions, so make sure you watch this video again and again to get perfect with it. Now they are giving us the domain, which is the easiest part. So it says the x, which is the domain, which is the what we are going to mirror or range out or express out, is this, and the x has to start from x is greater, or like this, 1 is less than or equal to x. So you can read it reverse: x is greater or equal to 1. So it starts from 1 and above. So x is greater or equal to 1. So you start from 1 and above, 1, 2, 3, like that. And this same x is less than or equal to 4, meaning that it has to be 4 and below. So 1, 2, 3, and 4, like this. This is the domain that we are looking for. Okay, but what is the y? What is the range that we are mapping out? So let's put it inside here. When x is 1, what is y? What is y? So y will be 3 plus 5. What's 3 plus 5 is 8, right? 8, comma. So we don't have to try everything because it can be really long. Let's just take the first and the last, 1 and 4. So let's take this 4. When x is 4. So when x is 4, 3 times 4 is 12, and 12 plus 5 is 17. So we have 17, like this. Very easy. So as usual, you can represent it my way. The domain now will be very easy. The domain will now be 1 to 4 inclusive, right? Very easy. Why the range will be 8 to 17 inclusive. You can leave it like this. Your answer is still very correct. This is y, which is the range, and this one is the x, which is the domain. So you can leave it like this, or you can represent it the way they would want it. So the range will be like this: a certain set such that y, right? Because that is the what we are using to represent our range. Y is such that the 8 is less than or equal to y, and this y has to be less than or equal to 17, set bracket. So this is range and this is domain. Very easy. So make sure you watch this video completely, practice often, because the past question will revolve around these questions. They will just ask you questions, they will just change the numbers or the figures. So make sure you understand the concept of everything. Watch the video over and over again to understand every single thing. So that's all concerning mapping for the past questions. If you're not subscribed, make sure you have subscribed. Like the video if you do like the video, and I'll see you guys in the next one.